I'm Shruti and welcome to my channel, your friendly counselor. Like I said in my previous video, today I will be talking about the preschoolers, the toddlers, that is the age group of 2 to 5 years. And let me tell you, it's a very crucial time period in the life of a child and the parent. First of all, I would like to ask you, have you ever seen a potter working with his clay? The way he molds it, shapes it, if he is not getting the desired outcome, he again starts, remolding it. He starts to remold it. Similarly, we, the parents, are the potters, and the children, our children, are the clay of our hands. We can shape them, we can mold them in whichever shape we want them to. And this can happen majorly during this time of their lives, that is 2 to 5 years. That is why I told you it's a very important time period in their lives. So the way you shape them would determine how they become once they grow old, when they are young adults. So it is up to you how you bring up your child, whether you are bringing up a cranky or a tantrum throwing child, or you are making your child to grow, in becoming a responsible, helpful citizen, a human being who helps others. And the verbal language of these kids is not developed completely, and that is why their communication is mostly non-verbal. That is through their gestures, their facial expressions and behaviors like crying, tantrums. So we should be very sensitive to the way we communicate with them. I would like to just share an example with you, a real example that happened with me some time back. I was visiting one of my friend, and her daughter was not well that day, and she was trying to feed her. She was trying to give her, in fact, the medicine. So what she was doing was, she was putting the medicine in the spoon, and she was putting that spoonful of medicine in her daughter's mouth. And the moment the spoon was going in her daughter's mouth, her daughter was spitting it out. So my friend was telling her daughter that you have to swallow it. Please swallow it. Don't throw it. Swallow it. And her daughter kept on doing the same. So this happened, I think, thrice. So then I told my friend to show her what you want her to do. So my friend, she took that spoon and she put some water in it and she drank it. She swallowed it. So then my friend told her daughter that you do exactly what you saw mama doing. Now, this time when my friend gave her that handful of medicine, that teaspoon, she gulped it. See? So the point I'm trying to make is that kids learn a lot by seeing their parents, by observing what their elders are doing in their homes, and rather just telling them that do this, don't do that, now you have to do this, I don't like that behavior. Show them in their behavior the way you want them to be. If you have a habit of shouting at your kids, you get cranky, you get impatient, irritated in little things in your life, let me tell you, you are, letting way for that behavior to pass on to your child also. 99% chances are there that your child will also develop those same traits, because he or she has been observing you all through their childhood. So it depends on us, a lot on us, that how we interact with our children. Another thing, I would like to tell you is what I've observed. I observe a lot. So nowadays, I think even this might not be new to you, that we give our cell phones to our children. just to get, rid of them so that they don't disturb us. We get our private times, our alone times. Some day back, I think a few days back, one of my friends, she visited me and she told me that her daughter, she cries if she is not, when she doesn't give her a cell phone. And she said that just to get rid of her crying and all those tantrums, I give her the phone so that I have a piece of my life, and I get some private time. Let me tell you, this is a very, very incorrect behavior that you are promoting in your kids. Don't do that. They don't need cell phones. When we were young, at that time, were there any cell phones? What our parents used to do, they used to spend some quality time with their kids. So we should also do the same thing. Quality time with your kids. Play with them. Go outdoors with them. Play badminton, football. If they are young, this is the right age when we can inculcate good values in them. We can, make them what we want them to become once they grow old, when they become elder, when they become responsible individuals. Tell them. Be with them. And let me tell you, once, they would cross that age, when they enter the adolescence, you would, want such times with them. Right now, when they are totally dependent on us, when they need our time, we are busy in our daily schedules. But once they grow up, let me tell you, you will thrive for their time. You would want to be with them, but then they would be busy in their studies, with their friends. That is how life is. So make the most of this time so that you won't regret at the end. Another thing that I would like to share with you is, the kids of this age, they are very concrete in their thinking, and they're very immediate in their behaviors. It's very difficult for them, unlike adults, to make a connection between the past and the present. The reason why I'm saying is that whenever you observe your child doing something good, appreciate that your child, reward him or her then and there. And whenever you see a behavior that is not appreciable, which you don't appreciate of, which you don't approve of, tell them then and there that behavior should not be repeated. Because if you would, talk about that maybe after 2 days, or when we will go home and then we get, busy in our daily household chores, we forget at times. Because they are not able to, recall the previous events. They don't have that memory, and then they would have problem in, correlating the things. So if you want to appreciate, do it then and there. If you want to, tell them that behavior of theirs was not welcomed, you don't like that behavior, do it then and there. And if they cry, if they throw tantrums, many of my friends, they tell me that my son, he keeps on crying. Let him cry. Let him cry. It will only cleanse their eyes. And, we at times think that, we are very intelligent. But let me tell you, our children, they are far more intelligent than we think they are. They can they know how to manipulate us, how to play around with us. So now, do you want your kids to manipulate you or to play around with you, or you want to shape them into individuals that you want them to be once they grow up? And and I would just like to end this video with a quote that I read somewhere, and that quote is very apt for today's topic. It says that, the way we talk to our children becomes their inner voice. It's very rightly said. So, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe and share it with your friends and family. And those of you who haven't seen my previous video, I would be sharing in the link of that video in the description below. In that video, I just talked about what counseling is, who is a counselor, and why do you need a counselor. So, till then, you take care of yourselves, Be safe and God bless you.